of Taiwan, and they've got 27. And your economy's good. So is theirs, but so is yours. And I wonder if you could do a little better. And I'll tell you the deal. If you can find 5 Arch Clump Society members, then we'll have a special induction that we'll call Career Day when the trustees meet in June. So they went for about another minute saying, yeah, that sounds not a bad idea. Yeah, we could probably do something like that. We're going to have Career Day in June, and they've got 8 new Arch Clump Society members. The duplicity bit that I shouldn't really admit to is that I now know that the Taiwanese are going to bring in 10 new Arch Clump Society members. But that won't be till October and I'll be out of there. So Rotarians do feel that our foundation is worthwhile. But it's not just looking at Arch Clump Society members, who clearly are very important to us. Because last year we raised $107 million in our annual program fund. And that was at a time when we were all talking about how down the economy was, how difficult the times were. But the 107 million was the second highest figure in the history of our Rotary Foundation. And it didn't all come from Arch Clump Society members. It came from Rotarians within their Rotary clubs. It came from Paul Harris Fellows. It came from Rotarians who decided that they would meet that goal of at least $100 under every Rotarian every year. And it was a collective effort. And if you can't find a potential Arch Clump Society member in your club, then just please ensure that everybody contributes something. John told you today about the number of clubs that have not contributed to polio eradication. And I think that's a tragedy, because when we do reach that ultimate goal, and we will, I don't believe there is any doubt about it. I can't tell you when, but we will. But when we achieve that goal, there will be a lot of recognition of Rotary and a lot of warm feelings by all of us who have been part of it. But those 8,000 odd clubs that have given nothing really have no right to share in all the joy that we will feel. And I believe with the Rotary Foundation that the amount that people give isn't always the most important thing. What is important that they recognise that it's our Rotary Foundation and they should make a contribution. And as club presidents, can I ask you please to get that message across? If you want to say that you believe in all the work that the Foundation does, if you want to feel pride in all that's been achieved using Foundation funds, then please contribute something. And the amount is up to you. Now, if you've been telling all this to family and friends, they've probably heard enough about the Foundation, and they'll probably be prepared to, if I know other reason, and they've sort of pounded them into the corner for so long, they'll be probably prepared to change the topic. But just before you allow that to happen, I think you want to tell them why it is that Rotary does what it does, and why we believe that our Rotary Foundation is so important. And that's because Rotarians have come to understand a very important truth. And that is that you make a life by what you give and not by what you get. Thank you.
I want to say something before I give him his gifts. And I've heard Bill speak a number of times. And I've told my wife this, that at times when I hear about how many $1 million donors there are, and how many $250,000 donors, I come away and I feel so insignificant. And yet I heard Bill say, whatever we give collectively is significant. And I appreciate your saying that. And I want to challenge all of us, and all of our clubs, and all of our members, not to be among those clubs, and not even to be any of those members who do not give something to the Rotary Foundation. Bill, would you mind coming back and let me give you a gift here? It's not much. It's certainly nothing like what you give to us. But on behalf of Mid-South Pets, you probably have many of these, but we'll give you one more. A pin set and some of our famous candies. And we thank you so much for being here with us.